Volleyball is back at the Dome in an AAC matchup. Bluefield College takes on Kentucky Christian University here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello everybody, Bailey Angle here. Glad to have you with us. Well, Bluefield College and Buddy Gallimore's team have really found a resurgence in the last few games. After starting out 0-14, Bluefield College has won 4 of their last 5. And big-time honors for Bluefield College in that winning span. Cassidy Holloway last week was the AAC Setter of the Week, and just as of yesterday, Katie Kendrick, the senior middle blocker for Bluefield College, was named the AAC Attacker of the Week. So the Rams are red hot, playing against a team in Kentucky Christian that has also figured out how to get some wins. They have won 3 of their last 5, headed by Jeffrey Huff in his 2nd season, going up against Buddy Gallimore in his 5th season. So now is a perfect time for Bluefield to try to turn the tide of the season and pick up their 4th conference win. Kentucky Christian, coming from Grayson, Kentucky, not too far from Huntington, West Virginia, 6-14 and 4-5 in the AAC. Rams on the right side of the court in the white jerseys with the red sleeves, and then Kentucky Christian on the left side with the black jerseys and the white numbers. Happy to have you here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Should be another fun another fun night for volleyball as the Rams take on Kentucky Christian before they're back here on Friday against Montreat and then Saturday against Bryan, starting out a 3-game homestand for Bluefield before they have to go to Barberville, Kentucky next week against Union. So starting for the Rams, Taylor Sutherland, Adriana Grajeda, Kaylee Kay, Paige Fisher, Leslie Flores, and the setter, Cassidy Holloway. On the floor, it'll be Avery Crum for Kentucky Christian, Allison Whitehall, as well as Delaney Gilliland, Kristen Upshaw Mendoza, Kiana Holman, and Erin Owens. Underway here in Bluefield. Holloway sets. Slam down by Sutherland. Point Bluefield, a great way to start. Now the Rams club on hand to try to watch a win here at Bluefield College right before the start of fall break. So some of the students that you usually see at these games might not be in attendance tonight. Leslie Flores floats it over. Set from Whitehall. Over the line from Kristen Upshaw Mendoza. So the Rams take a 2-0 lead. Well, the last time Bluefield College was here, they picked up a couple of wins against Tennessee Wesleyan as well as Emory and Henry. 2 straight home wins for Bluefield. Attack error from the setter, Sacramento, California native Allison Whitehall. An outside hitter either way. Rams take a 3-0 lead. Here's Flores. Gabby Rigsby. No dig available from the libero, Hannah Cron. Point Bluefield out to a 4-0 start after Crone can't get the ball out. Whitehall backwards. Fisher's there. Holloway. Sutherland was off target. It's a double, and KCU gets their first point of set 1. Now ready for the serve. Kiana Holman. Flores couldn't get the ball out. It's still alive, and Grajeda sends the ball over. Point Bluefield. Well, the Knights have started out a little flat so far in this one with the Rams up 5-1. Whitehall from the back. Holloway feeds Sutherland. Crum knuckles the ball. Kendrick turned around, point Bluefield. Well, she's got 2.34 kills per set and gets her first in this one. 21 blocks on the year as well for Katie Kendrick. Paige Fisher. Crum. Block can't hold up for the Rams. It's 6-2. So it should be a fun one here at Bluefield as the Rams are really finding out how to play with each other. Beginning of the year, the chemistry just was not there. Kendrick turns around and floats the ball over. Good dig from Holloway. Now for Rigsby to finish it off. Whistle blows, and a net violation called on KCU. Whitley Phipps, the transfer from Hiwassee, with a service error. Rams still hold that 4-point lead. Ready to check back in, and it'll be Allison Whitehall. Now the serve for Darby Flickinger. Sophomore from Knoxville. Straight to another Tennessee native, and Rigsby goes off the block. Point KCU. Lead is now dwindled down to 3. Another serve coming up for Darby Flickinger. Kendrick sets Rigsby almost into the roof and off with a basketball hoop. Point Bluefield. Eight 4 the score. Here's Kaylee Kay running on. Arizona native starts from all the way back behind the baseline of the basketball court. Ace. Rams will take it. Point Bluefield. I'm surprised that Jeremy Huff hasn't even thought of a timeout here. Still early. Another solid serve down the line. Holloway. Finesse move, and the Knights weren't ready. Point Bluefield. Great idea on the dunk. KCU had the block set up for Katie Kendrick across the court. Block was there. Holloway feeds Kendrick. Nearly had it with the left hand. Kay held up at the last second. Point Rams in a 7-point lead. Timeout called by KCU. Bluefield leads 11-4 in set 1. Back here inside of the Dome, Rams enjoying an early lead at 11-4. Right out of the timeout, a point falls for KCU's Avery Crum. So here's Crum. Franklin, Tennessee, not too far outside of Virginia. Smashed down by Katie Kendrick. Bluefield back up by 7. This could be a big win for Bluefield as Katie Kendrick, the attacker of the week, tries to cash in on some of this momentum that Bluefield has recently had. Sizing up, and that was perfect. Kiana Holman for KCU. Rams right now doubling the score. Alyssa Reyes with the serve. Rams there to get it. Reyes with a tomahawk down, but a good defensive effort by KCU. Holloway sets for Flores. Perfect. Point Rams. See if Bluefield can keep this hot streak going, leading by 7 in the first set. Cassidy Holloway blasts the serve. Off the block. Back for Kay. Whitehall with a right hand. Flores just was off balance. The attack error boosts KCU up a point. Good float serve. The set. Spike reaches long. Aaron Owens sends it beyond the back boundary. Leslie Flores. Rams ready to return. Rigsby. Back to Sutherland. Now for Grajeda, pushed it down. Too low off of the hand of Kiana Holman. Rams now 10 away. Leslie Flores, first-year player for Bluefield, the freshman. Fisher now. Another float. Holloway with the dig, still alive. Out of bounds, point Bluefield. Big time defensive effort for the Rams allows them to take a 16-7 lead. Great serve, point Rams. Leslie Flores. Another ace for Bluefield. It's their largest lead. Now a set. Out of bounds again. Aaron Owens missed the mark. Timeout called by KCU. Rams lead by 11. It's 18-7. Welcome back, everyone. It is 18-7. KCU took their second time out of the set. Good block for the Rams. Rigsby feeds it to Holloway. Out of Sutherland. She challenges the block and comes up big. 19-7. Bluefield College on a roll here. See if Flores can keep it up. Owens, perfectly placed. Gets KCU off the schneid for just a second. 11-point lead for Bluefield, though. 19-8. Chemistry is building for Bluefield, and the blocks are really making it tough for KCU to get anything done. Grajeda! Wow! Picture perfect for Bluefield. Junior smacks it down, 20-8 the score. Now the serve right back to Paige Fisher. Holloway down for Katie Kendrick. Rams are rolling. 3 kills for the AAC Attacker of the Week. Now the senior from Christiansburg, Virginia. Her serve. Crum over the net. Flores. Another chance for Crum. Too far, point Rams. Bluefield enjoying this big lead. Here's Paige Fisher. Back for Crum. Oh, Katie Kendrick nearly kept it alive. KCU 22-9 the score. Now the serve from the libero Hannah Crone. Katie Kendrick, oh my goodness. Chemistry still building between Cassidy Holloway and Katie Kendrick, starting to work out here. Rams 2 away from smoking KCU in set 1. Rigsby. Good defensive effort in the back. Upshaw Mendoza. Kendrick. Block was there. Kept alive by KCU. Upshaw Mendoza now. That was a tomahawk jam there. So Upshaw Mendoza puts them within 13. Allison Whitehall right back in for KCU, and the serve for Darby Flickinger. Katie Kendrick just missed the mark. Rams still 2 away from a win in set 1. Flickinger for KCU. Holloway tried to catch the Knights off guard. They weren't. Dig from Flores. Phipps loops the ball over. Off balance. Now for Rigsby. Blocked out of bounds. Set point for Bluefield. Now Kaylee Kay starts from the back, trying to end set 1. Back for Crum, a good dig from Phipps. Katie Kendrick. Set from Holloway. Kay from the back. Out of bounds. Bluefield confidently rolls in set 1, 25-11, and take a 1-0 lead over KCU. We'll be right back with set 2 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. We are ready for set two after Bluefield confidently won the first one, 25-11. Grajeda was not ready to play that one defensively, and KCU takes a 1-0 lead. Well, Bluefield looked very strong in that first set. Blocks were there, the passes were great, and just look the most in sync they have been throughout the entire season. If it stays here as Leslie Flores can't end it, it was a good dig in the back from Holman. 2-0 Knights. Bluefield looking for their 4th AAC win of the season, while Kentucky Christian tries to go to 500 in the AAC. Right now 4-5 at the moment. 3-0, Knights take the lead. Well, that first set, Katie Kendrick led the way with 4 kills, as did Gabby Rigsby. 2 apiece for Grajeda as well as Sutherland. Sutherland. Owens pushed it down, Sutherland in the air. Now KCU just looks better already. You can tell they started a rally right at the end of set 1. They have taken a 4-0 lead. This starts to slide a little bit more. I believe Buddy Gallimore might want to take a timeout. Remember, that first set was 25-11. Holloway for Leslie Flores. Owens nearly caught the ball. Rams are on the board now. Flores had 1 kill as well as a crucial service ace. There were 2 aces for Bluefield in that first set. And talk about getting better at serve receive for the Rams. As now just with the old school announcers jinx with the service error. Rams did not allow an ace in set 1. New libero in, Olivia Barrett from Huntington, West Virginia, which, like we mentioned earlier, isn't too far away from Grayson, Kentucky. Rigsby drops it in, point Rams. Welcome to the Dome, everyone. Home of the Bluefield College Rams, about 50 feet inside of the Virginia border. Paige Fisher floats the ball in. KCU barely recovers. Out for Katie Kendrick. Good dig. From the back. Dig, Paige Fisher. Rigsby. What a great dig by Fisher. What's the call? Point KCU. Well, they have looked stronger in set 2. Playing more frantic, but at the same time organized volleyball. Darby Flickinger checks in to serve for KCU on the right this time in the black, Bluefield, and the white. Taking a quick moment, and Flickinger is ready to go. Holloway down for Katie Kendrick. Well, the block was there from Crum, as well as Delaney Gilliland. But it went down the rope. Point Rams now within 3. Crum. To the back. Goes to the net. Oh, somehow she dropped that in. Allison Whitehall. Block was standing tall for Bluefield, but a bit too early. So 7-3 the score. Katie Kendrick turned around on the ball. Here's Holloway. And a double called on Bluefield. That's the second double called on Cassidy Holloway so far, and a 5-point lead for KCU. Trying to even it up after falling in the first set, 25-11. Holloway feeds Rigsby. Bluefield catches a break. Rams get the point. Too much power from Kiana Holman. Rams are with now within 4 at 8-4. Kaylee Kay steps up from the back. Katie Kendrick. That was a great idea. A crafty pass from Cassidy Holloway. Buddy Gallimore wants that ball, or the call to be going off of KCU's hands. It didn't happen. On Alyssa Reyes. Holloway. Off of the block, Allison Whitehall drops a kill. Timeout called by Buddy Gallimore, and a timely one. Rams up 1-0. But KCU leads in this one 10-4. Welcome back, everyone. It's about to be all tied up if KCU keeps this going, but Katie Kendrick with a quick turnaround right after the Bluefield College timeout. Rams won the first set 25-11, but KCU storming back right now, leading by as much as 6. Now it's 5 after Katie Kendrick anchors yet another kill. Whitehall sends it for Holloway, a dig. Flores with the left hand. Oh, what a cheeky move there for the freshman. 2 straight points out of the timeout for Bluefield College. Decent crowd on hand here at BC if you consider the fact that fall break is upon us. Rams with 3 straight right out of the timeout. That's a perfect timeout. Buddy Gallimore helped out by his assistant coach Ray Vance to try to slow down this KCU tide. Right dig. Grajeda almost hit the net, almost the key word. Flores down the line, off of the block point, Rams. Have to make sure the passing works and the serve receive is also impeccable for Bluefield. That's how they won set 1 so confidently. Whitehall. Holman again. What a dig by Kaylee Kay. Can the Rams finish it? Whitehall. Holloway. Out for Flores. Back for Holman, too far. Well, the play of that sequence definitely was Kaylee Kay. I mean, just threw a fist out. The ball got right onto her wrist, under the ball, and right on the court. Rams are within 1. They have scored 5 straight out of the timeout. Phipps. Now back for Kay. Barrett for Holman. Tie game, 10-10. What a timeout that was for Buddy Gallimore and company. And all of a sudden, KCU and Jeffrey Huff have to talk this one over. Rams on a rally. It's 10-10, already leading 1-0. Welcome back, everybody. Bluefield had scored 6 in a row, but the luck ran out there after the service error. So KCU holds on to their lead at 11-10. It was 10-4. Buddy Gallimore called a timeout. The Rams sparked a rally, and then Jeffrey Huff had to do the same for Kentucky Christian just moments ago. So now with a serve, here's April Stiers. Raheda had to go across the body. Holman now, too far, tie game. If you're just now joining us, Bluefield College won set 1, 25-11. Starting out a 3-game homestand, the Rams will be back here on Friday at 6:30 against Montreat. And then Saturday morning against Bryan. So 3 straight home conference matchups for Bluefield. Could be a good chance for them to get to 6-6 in the conference right now at 3-6 in the AAC. Owens went up against the block of Grajeda and grounded the ball low. So Bluefield College has taken the lead. And remember, for KCU, this is as many points as they scored in set 1. Back up top, Crum blasts the ball too far. Rams with the lead. More fans starting to check in here in the Dome. A pretty muggy day outside, and because this place doesn't have great air conditioning, it doesn't feel amazing in the Dome. Now Cassidy Holloway. Good serve. Too low on the attack. Kristen Upshaw Mendoza with the attack error. Bluefield leads by 3. See if Holloway can keep this rally going. The Rams had scored 6 in a row to come back from 10-4. Kay calls for it. Holloway sets. Flores. Upshaw Mendoza. It's a dig for Fisher. Flores to finish. And a dig on the other end for Olivia Barrett. Set. Owens with a spike. Floats it perfectly over. That puts KCU within 2, but how about these highlight digs today for Bluefield College? Just in set 2, Bluefield College won set 1, 25-11. Raheda had to knuckle the ball over. No return that time. A good kill from Kristen Upshaw Mendoza. Holloway for Sutherland. So a call on Bluefield, all tied up 14-14. 3 in a row for KCU. Good serve. A double called, and the Knights take the lead right back. So here's Avery Crum. Or excuse me, that was from Hannah Crone. Raheda had to punch the ball down. Another called on Bluefield before they could even return it. 16-14. Crone with the serve. Holloway out for Flores. Point Rams. That could get them back into it. Now within 1, 16-15. A freshman. No return that time for KCU. Tied up once more. After Bluefield flat out dominated set 1, they are really trading haymakers with KCU at 16-16. Flores now. Towards the net. Not a great pass. Rams capitalize and take the lead back. See if Bluefield can keep getting KCU out of system. Owens. Dig from Flores. Holloway to the bench. Ball is still live. Owens again. Nearly a pancake for Holloway. Couldn't get completely under the ball. Tied up 17-17. Holloway for Grajeda. Went around the block of Avery Crum to get the lead back for Bluefield. Be a crucial swing now for Bluefield College. They can get these serves rolling, continuing to get the Knights out of system. Now the set, back for Crum, a block. In the air still. Rams have to return. Sutherland, point Bluefield. Rams battling through here. Wow, absolutely smoked it. Went off of the light pole. That's still live. Wow, I have not seen that happen before. And a double called on KCU. Oh, if you're KCU, that is just unfortunate. Another substitution for Jeffrey Huff's squad. Nearly rolled over from Paige Fisher. Now back within two again. Katie Kendrick had about enough of that. It's a three-point lead once more. Well, we thank all 49 of you for joining us here at the Dome. Bluefield College, 4 of their last 5 winners. Too far, Whitehall. Lots of power on that last swing. Jeffrey Huff takes another timeout. Bluefield leads by 4 here at the Dome. Rams trying to silence KCU in set number 2. 22-18, Bluefield leads. Out of the timeout, Avery Crum cuts the lead down to 3. Timeouts have been crucial in the course of set 2. Rams started out down 10-4 in set 2. Ended up scoring 6 in a row right after Buddy Gallimore called a timeout. Jeffrey Huff did the same thing. KCU took the lead back, and now it's been back and forth. A service error and a timely one if you're a Bluefield College Rams fan. Kaylee Kay running back in. Thatcher, Arizona native, ready to serve. Rams need 2 to take a 2-0 lead. Whitehall. It's going to be a close one. Annalisa Reyes in for KCU and ready to serve. Serve receive crucial for both teams at this moment. That dropped in. Oh, it was perfectly placed, and Buddy Gallimore nodded yes, it was in. Reyes to see if she tries to dial up the same thing. Reyes with a dig. Holloway for Flores. That was nearly going out. Can KCU answer? Yes. Holloway for Flores. It's a double set point coming up for Bluefield. Set point for the Rams, 24-21 the score. Katie Kendrick led the rally for Bluefield earlier on. Owens keeping this one close. Rams with at least 2 more chances with this current set point. Stiers with a serve. Holloway, wow, what a way to end set 2. 25-22 after the dunk move from the setter. 2-0 Rams lead. We'll be back with set number 3. After a hard-fought set 2, we are ready for set number 3. Can the Rams close this one out? Sutherland, not quite yet. Got to remember that Bluefield started out in set 2 down 10-4 at one point. Rams called a timeout, and then after that, Bluefield was able to fight back the entire time. Holloway for Sutherland. Goes against the block point Rams. It couldn't be held down by Whitehall as well as Gilliland. It's all tied up at 1-1, ready for the serve from Leslie Flores. Good dig from Holloway. Had to go back, wasn't what Sutherland wanted. Block is there. Raheda and Gabby Rigsby. I think that was all Rigsby, actually. 2-1. Well, Bluefield has looked fired up. They have won 4 of their last 5 games after starting out 0-14. Now trying to make it 5 of their last 6. Just a bit too low from Leslie Flores. But we had Katie Kendrick on the Bluefield College Coaches Show last night after being named the AAC Attacker of the Week. And Katie said the chemistry is so much better for Bluefield College than it was at the beginning of the season. Everybody's enjoying being around each other, and I think that's something that simply goes along with, 1, spending more time with each other, and 2, winning. That'll definitely help. Kentucky Christian takes the lead back. Franklin, Tennessee native. Serves it straight to Paige Fisher. Rigsby. Now for Sutherland, that's a big block. Kiana Holman. Out for Crum. Sutherland off of the block. Crum sends it in the air. Raheda. Well, just dicing it at the middle of the net. Rigsby blocked. Fisher's there. Sutherland once again going up against the block and coming up with points. Just a 1-point lead. Rams lead this one 2-0. Won the second set 25-22, but monstrously won set 1 25-11. Was on the best serve there for Paige Fisher. Checking in Reyes for KCU. Had an ace that nearly put the Knights close enough to make a comeback at the end of set 2. Katie Kendrick. 5-3 the score. KCU leads by 2. Well, the question for the Knights will be if they can try to hold these leads, storming out early. And can the Rams keep their own communication as strong as it was in the first 2 sets? Reyes. Holloway for Sutherland. Blasted too far. Eight 3 the score. Straight in the air, Holloway. For Rigsby. Might be time for a Buddy Gallimore timeout. 9-3. And Buddy Gallimore will. Timeout call by Bluefield College. 9-3 the score. Kentucky Christian leads in set 3. Out of the timeout, Rams trying to come back, and another point for KCU. So that's not what Bluefield wanted out of the timeout. It's one of the largest leads of the day for KCU. Rams have jumped out to a 2-0 lead, though. Oh, an ace. Rams have came back before. Reyes has been serving for nearly an hour, it seems. Sutherland pounds the ball down. What's the call? Point KCU. It just landed out. It's a 9-point lead for the Knights. Holloway passes down to Kendrick, and the Rams finally get a point back. Oh, remember that, folks, 12-3 unless Bluefield makes a comeback. Here's Whitley Phipps. Phipps and Holloway, both teammates at Hiwassee before the school closed. Kendrick sets for Rigsby. Point Bluefield. Not exactly what they drew up, but the Rams will take it. Now, this looks a little uncharacteristic of Bluefield, at least in the third set, because what you saw out of them in the first set, they were pounding KCU, 25-11. Rigsby. Got a piece of the fingertip, point Bluefield. Rams have scored 3 in a row. For Kentucky Christian, they have to avoid the mindset of, oh no, not again. Bluefield's coming back again after being down by 6 in that first set. The Rams ended up winning 25-22. Flickinger to Crum. Holloway feeds Kendrick. Flores passes to Holloway. Sliding effort, Katie Kendrick. Rigsby down the line. Gives KCU yet another point. Back to a 7-point lead for Kentucky Christian. Good pass to Holloway. Oh, and they call it double. Third double called on Cassidy Holloway. (14-6) the score. Here's Rigsby challenging Barrett. Katie Kendrick, boy, that was blocked straight in the air, but not straight over. KCU right now doubling the score of Bluefield College at 14-7. Ready to go for Kaylee Kay. Ace, timely one at that. Rams are within 6. Can they get Kentucky Christian out of system? They've been able to pass the ball better in set 3 than any other one. Another ace. Rams are within 5 now. Floated over by Kay. Here's Flores. Can't get over the net. Rams within 4. Maya Odom back in, the sophomore. Oh, and a service error. Although it's a 5-point lead for Kentucky Christian, yet it does not feel as comfortable as it did earlier on. Holloway dunked the ball, landed in. just inches into that back line. Oh, now Jeffrey Huff is upset. Said that ball was a foot out of bounds. Now they're going to talk this one over with the line judge. Point Bluefield. Odom didn't mean to set it over the net. Katie Kendrick from the back. Here's Flores. Attacks the block and comes up with another Bluefield kill. At one point it was 12-3 Kentucky Christian. It is now 15-12. Timeout Jeffrey Huff. Rams on another rally in set 3, up 2-0. Welcome back, everybody. It is 15-12. Rams within 3. Katie Kendrick with a serve. Ullman passes to Crum. Holloway sent on a back pedal, had to take the ball over. Here's Crum. Drops it home. Out of the timeout from Kentucky Christian, they lead by 4. First set dominated by Bluefield, 25-11. The second one, a bit more well contested. Rams still won 25-22. Holloway wasn't what Grajeda wanted. So 5-point lead. Kentucky Christian trying to avoid the sweep. Here's Flores, she's blocked. Another chance for Flores. Crum sends it into the upper deck. So 3 straight points out of the timeout, a 6-point lead for Kentucky Christian. Rams have trailed by as much as 9. Holloway feeds Grajeda. Kaylee Kay laid the ball right at the right moment. She was ready to set that up. Buddy Gallimore told her out. She listened. Point Rams. That ball landed out. The first call said dropped in, and then he pulled up. I think if that was called an ace, Jeffrey Huff would have torn the roof off of the dome. So 19-13 the score. Kentucky Christian with a chance to send this one into a 4th set. Leslie Flores with 2 hands. Oh, the passing has been so good for Kentucky Christian. The setter ready to go again, and Darby Flickinger. Sutherland tips the ball down. Leslie Flores lands the ball out. KCU 4 away. Uncharacteristic set for Bluefield College if you were looking at those first two. Not done yet though. Rigsby dropped it out of bounds and she hit the net. An ace. Oh, Gabby Rigsby and Fisher just let that ball drop between them. Rams have looked a little aloof in set 3. Raheda, tomahawk down, set point KCU. So now Avery Crum trying to put the Knights on the board. Holloway for Rigsby. What a dig for Crum. Flickinger back to Holman. Rigsby too far, and now it's 2-1. KCU not done yet. We're headed for set 4. Welcome back, everybody. We are ready for set number 4. Kentucky Christian won the last one 25-14. Rams looked a little bit out of sync in set 3 after dominating in set 1 and hanging in there in set 2. We get ourselves a good volleyball match here at the Dome. Block is there, and it's a good tone setter for Bluefield from Leslie Flores. Well, the Rams trailed by as much as 9 in that first set and ended up losing by 9. At one point it was 12-3, then the Rams got within 3 at 15-12, but well, after that, Bluefield could not find a way to get any closer. Holloway down for Sutherland. Point Rams, Kaylee Kay. Good start for Bluefield. We have to see if they can really dominate this 4th set like they did in set 1. That was the best performance we saw in a Bluefield all year. Just landed out. First of a 3-game homestand here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Friday, the Rams will be back against Montreat, and then Saturday against Bryant. Holloway for Flores, and that was floated over. See if she spikes it this time. Here's Grajeda. Fisher let the ball out, but no, it dropped right in. Rams get the lead back at 3-2. Leading the way for Bluefield College, 9 kills for Katie Kendrick, 8 on the other end for Avery Crum, swinging 125, but Katie Kendrick, 33% after hitting 400 over the weekend. So still consistently hitting the ball down for Bluefield. It's 4-2 now. Holman lands the ball right in the middle. So KCU trying to send this to a 5th set. Always very frantic 5th set, only playing to 15. Reyes ready to go. Rams have won 2 straight matches in 3-set fashion. Weren't able to do it today, but oh my goodness, Sutherland. Watch that ball roll down the rope and drop right in. Dropped in up the outside hitter, Kiana Holman. KCU within 1. Well, it'll be important for Bluefield to just keep this one close so they're not playing catch up like they did for the past 2 sets. Here's Rigsby. Oh, Rigsby blasting the ball too far. Rigsby has 7 kills. Hitting percentage 143. And it's just out. Well, the serve's getting sloppier for both teams. Phipps in to serve for Sutherland. Grown to be a pretty good crowd here at the Dome. Seeing some football players, men's soccer, women's soccer alike. I remember here at Bluefield College, 70% of the student body are athletes. Here's the set. Owens rips it down. Oh, Buddy Gallimore punched the ball back in. Katie Kendrick. Point Bluefield. Rams are going to need more of that. That's her 10th kill. Once again in double digits, the AAC Attacker of the Week, currently leading the AAC in hitting percentage. Kaylee Kay for Bluefield. Here's Crum. Rams almost had the block. 2-1, Bluefield leads. After KCU won that last one 25-14. Here's Barrett, the libero. Turnaround, Cassidy Holloway. Oh, Ray Vance was off of the bench. I'm ready to argue that that ball dropped in because KCU, almost convincingly so, kept the ball alive. Here's Crum. Wow, perfect swing there. Outside hitter at just 5'8". So now Flickinger. Not only been a pretty talented setter today, but good defensive player, but that time sends it right into the net. Bluefield looking for their 5th win in their last 6 matches. The Kentucky Christian aims to get their 5th AAC win. Flickinger back for Holman. Sutherland. Too far, point Bluefield. Well, at least in the 4th set, 2 points seems like a gigantic lead. Obviously it's not, but these teams have been neck and neck in the 4th set. Ooh, untimely service error. Don't know if there's ever a great time for a service error, but be that as it may. Here's Holloway. Flores with a left hand, no one's there. Gabby Rigsby in for Bluefield. Kaylee Kay off, and the freshman Leslie Flores ready to serve. South Carolina native ready to go. Oh, another one. 2 straight serves for the Rams going straight into their own side of the net. Good pass to Rigsby, roll shot, and roll Rams 12-10. Here's Paige Fisher. Over the top, nothing. Holloway didn't put enough air under it, so now it's a 1-point lead. 12-11 the score. Serve ready to come up for April Stiers. Katie Kendrick housed at the net, and it dropped in. Aaron Owens ties it up at 12-12. Sutherland went down the line. Stiers. Close one. Back for Sutherland. Good dig from Fisher. And a chance to end it. Katie Kendrick went with a left hand. Blocked by Gabby Rigsby. What a solo block. (13-12). Owens is blocked. Oh, that's still in the air. And off of the head of Stiers, and that counted. All the way for Kendrick. Oh, just mistimed it. 13-13. So all of you tuning in here, we are in set 4. Bluefield College leads 2-1. Here's Rigsby, blocked. Oh, it was going out. Kentucky Christian takes the lead. Kiana Holman and KCU send this one to a 5th and final set after being down 2-0. Gabby Rigsby doesn't like that thought and knocks a trophy down almost in the trophy room, or the trophy case on the top deck here. Maybe we shouldn't keep those there. Just a thought. 14-14. Landed out. Service error. Knights lead by 1. They are 10 away from a 5th set. Bluefield 11 away from winning this one and capping off their 5th win in their last 6 matches. Katie Kendrick off of the block point Rams. Tons of velocity coming off of that one. She already has double-digit kills. Ready to go at 15-15. Kendrick. Here's Barrett. Out of Crum. Flores, point Rams. Bluefield leads. Set 4. Rams lead. Timeout. Jeffrey Huff. Bluefield up by 1. Here's Katie Kendrick. Good serve for Bluefield. Wow, right out of the timeout, wasting no time. Kristen Upshaw Mendoza. Tied up at 16-16. Rams trying to win their 5th of their last 6 matches. Leslie Flores, unorthodox, still in the air. Braheda blocked. What's the call? And it's a double. Had their hands over the net, I believe. So whatever the call is, it gives Bluefield a 1-point lead. Too low. 18-16. Crum. Rams within 7 of a win. Sutherland. Flickinger feeds Whitehall. Good dig from Fisher. Rams And finish it from Flores. The whistle blew early, point Bluefield. Oh, it's a block error for KCU. Rams with a 3-point lead and a timeout taken by Kentucky Christian. (19-16) the score. Rams lead by 3. Set 4, they're only 6 away from getting the win. Holloway, oh, it's a double. That might be one of the more clear-cut ones. Talented setter sometimes gets caught up in that, so that is good for KCU. Substitution. And a Holman in. And a Crone out. Leslie Flores, boy, she ripped that one down onto the block, but it was still there. Whitehall. Pancake still in the air, no whistle. KCU is already celebrating and Bluefield gets the point. Oh, what a move for Bluefield College. Oh, and that's just got to frustrate the coaching staff of Jeffrey Huff and Luis Lima. Raheda. Here's Brigsby. Out too far. Back within 2. Rigsby floats the ball over. It's a 2-point game, ready to smack it down, and it's a 1-point game of the attack from Holman. Timeout called by Bluefield College. We got ourselves a ball game here at the Dome, 2019, here in set 4. Welcome back, everyone. 2019 the score. Coming down to the final swings of set 4. And Sutherland went across her body to give Bluefield a 2-point lead. 21-19 the score. Ready to go, Paige Fisher. Oh, just nearly missed that mark of the net and hit into it. 21-20 the score. Katie Kendrick, point Rams. Sets it up. Ready to swing down, and it's corralled down, that time by Upshaw Mendoza. Rams 3 away, KCU 4 away from sending it to a 5th set. Phipps had to go to the floor to keep it alive. So did Holloway. Good dig, still in the air. Rigsby, point Rams. How did that work? Oh, that did not look pretty. Over the line. Here's Katie Kendrick. Oh, perfectly placed. Match point for Bluefield. Kaylee Kay serving for the Rams. Flores. Rams, Bluefield wins. Bluefield College, after starting out 0-14 on the season, have won 5 of their last 6 matches and a big-time win here at the Dome to start out a 3-game homestand. So Bluefield wins this one 3-1. Big-time performance for the Rams after dropping set 3, but taking the first 2 sets here in Bluefield, Virginia. Rams will be back on Friday against Montreat at 6:30. We'll have that broadcast for you right here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. But until then, my name is Bailey Engel, reminding you the final score from the Dome. Bluefield College wins 3-1. And until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.